You're welcome to another episode of Safety Moment with Alila. Still on the story of the boat that got capsized in Lagos State. We said we are going to discuss about the first aid procedure that was used to revive those that were unconscious at that at that point in time. And looking at the video, I just imagine that who actually trained these people, where did this idea came from, putting someone on your shoulder and running from one position to another to revive someone who is unconscious. I don't know, maybe you can put it in the comment section. Maybe it's a tradition or style, because what I know is that the brain is right here in the head, and putting someone upside down, someone just got drowned, and running from one position to another will even cause more danger to the individual. I don't know where they learned this from. Someone at the background was saying, take them to the hospital, take them to the hospital. And one of those that were practicing that rubbish was saying hospital bar, like, which, I think I heard something like that, like which hospital, like, I don't know where they learned that from. What do you do when you see someone who just got drowned? We developed a training some time ago where we invited everyone to join us for the training, and I believe that some people joined us for the training and we discussed about this also. But for the purpose of the accident that happened, because it can happen sometime, there are some wrong practices that we do that could even endanger the person the more. One of those common practices is trying to press this person's stomach to bring out the water. I want you to understand that based on what we've learned from our first aiders that we've consulted, they made us to understand that this practice is even dangerous, as the water can actually go to the brain while pressing the person's stomach. The water will naturally come out by itself, or the person will urinate the water. It is not always good to say that you want to press someone's stomach when the person gets drowned in water. The first thing to do is to lay the person on a blanket, flat on a blanket with his back touching the ground. When you lay the person down like that, the next thing that you do is to check the airways if the person is breathing. If the person is breathing, how do you check your airways? We've said this several times. You raise the jaw up and slide it a bit to the back to check if the person is breathing. Check the airways to confirm the person is breathing. If the person is not breathing, then you start CPR. How do you conduct CPR? We've said that in one of our videos. We've posted the video before. You can scroll down to check the video on how to carry out CPR. Then again, you treat the person for hypothermia. What do you mean by hypothermia? That is, someone who just got drowned in water will feel very, very cold. So anything that could help the person to gain heat, such as wrapping the person in blanket, such as getting a warm environment, firewood somewhere, you light firewood somewhere to generate heat, to take the person from that cold nature, from that cold feeling. Then you also put the person on recovery position. We've also discussed about what recovery position is. Recovery position, check our videos, then relax and call for medical help. Call for people to take the person to the hospital. Like we said, if the person cannot breathe again, definitely you need to start CPR. If you don't know how to do CPR, then from the beginning, start calling for medical help, so that even if the person recovers, the person can still go to the hospital for further treatment. In case the person fully recovers, then you can get hot fluid for the person to actually generate heat internally. Hot fluid can be hot tea, coffee, chocolate, hot pap, anything hot fluid, just to help the person. It's still part of the training the person for hypothermia. And when you do these things, it will actually help the person. The idea of carrying somebody on the shoulder upside down, the idea of pressing the stomach, all these things don't really help. And this is what we have for us on today's episode of Settlement to Alila. You can subscribe for more updates.